But I know the White House was debating, actually this week, in order to defeat al-Qaeda, do you need to completely defeat the Taliban, or can you learn to live with the Taliban? What's your answer to that question, Senator Feinstein?
I think it depends on what you mean by Taliban. I think if you take the Haqqani network, which I gather was generally responsible for the bombing of the Interior Ministry in Kabul, I think they're hardcore fanatics. If you look back, too, at Taliban control when it had more in the earlier days, and I've got to tell you, I particularly worry about women in Afghanistan, acid in their face of children, girl children who go to school, women who can't work when they're widowed, huddled on the streets, begging, women beaten and shot in stadiums, you know, Sharia law with all of its violence. I mean, that's one element of the Taliban. I think we need to look for those warlords that we can work with, those Pashtuns who want to work for stability, for good, solid governance. I don't think we can make the country into a Jeffersonian democracy, but I do think you've got to stabilize this country. You leave this country, and the Taliban are increasing all of the time. They're taking over more. It will have a dramatic impact on Pakistan one day. I really believe that. Now, should we stay there for 10, 12 years, General? I don't think so. I don't think the American people are up for that or want that. But I think, I don't know how you put somebody in who is as crackerjack as General McChrystal, who gives the president very solid recommendations, and not take those recommendations. If you're not going to pull out, if you don't want to take the recommendations, then you put your people in such jeopardy, just like the base in Nuristan. We lost 8 of our men. We didn't have the ability to defend them, and now the base is closing, and effectively we're retreating away from it. And so I think the decision has to be made sooner rather than later.
So you've got Democrat and Republican